Hi there, Glidus. This is The Dragon Demands. First time caller, long time listener. Question I'm submitting is, how the heck do we convince people that Season 6 was bad? And I know you've been devoting a lot of energy to this, but this is what keeps me up at night, that are we just preaching to the choir? And at least I think we're helping people who didn't like it to verbalize it's not just a matter of taste. There are structural problems with this, but it strikes me as a lot like cult deprogramming. How do you convince people, no, this is bad, when like a celebrity cult where people tune out the faults of a celebrity, like Season 6 just has a cult following unto itself of all the hype it was built up, and particularly the last two episodes. The season as a whole, was a little better than Season 5. Felt like it was going somewhere. Obviously, used a little book material, and those are the points where it shined, like River Run and stuff. But the last two episodes are put on a pedestal, and they're not that great. Battle of the Bastards is filled with plot holes. Battle of the Bastards was the point I turned against the show, which surprises some people that I was gaping at the screen. The North didn't remember, and there was no logical payoff to the Sansa rape. Let me be clear, even the idea, we said it in Season 5, are people really that dumb that they go, oh no, we're going to fix it, she's going to kill him in Season 6. I know you're setting that up, it's stupid writing. It's simplistic and shock value. The mere fact, no, the bad guy's going to die, wasn't that great writing? No, things fell into place in dreamlike fashion. That Sansa, as presented, didn't do anything. Littlefinger did, and she just followed his plan. Of course, because they think when the actors are making powerful faces, that's storytelling, because they're pandering them for rewards. But how do we convince other people of that when they don't want to be told otherwise? Where when you ask them, what the heck did Sansa do with this season? Or, oh, what was good about it? And they just get that blank-faced stare because they don't want to be told otherwise. It's a lot like, cult deprogramming or politician deprogramming of when you're really drank the Kool-Aid on some of this. Even now, you've seen this, that the waves of people going, well, it was just the final season. Oh, did you like season... A lot of people don't like Season 7. A lot of people wouldn't defend Season 5, and again, it's because it varied by character to character. Even I admit, the Daenerys thing only really... It's when they went off book. The Daenerys thing really stopped being good after... It was tolerable through Season 6. I admit Daenerys was good in Season 6. Presentable, at least, as a condensation. But it's as if that people skip over, we don't like Season 5, we don't like Season 7. Oh, no, but Season 6 was amazing. And when you ask them about what did you like in it, it's really just those two episodes, because they were awed by the spectacle. And even then, it wasn't really that well... Battle of the Bastards wasn't that well filmed. They had all these behind-the-scenes... The stunt work is amazing, but Benioff and Weiss kept meddling in the camera work, because it was supposed to show off Kit Harington. They reduced the battle for the North to a duel between Jon and Ramsay, and all the men moving around are just pawns, that there are no other people in the North. They reduced it to there's one epic shot aping Aragorn at the Black Gate. How do we deprogram people who then go, oh, it only got bad in the final season. Wasn't Battle of the Bastards this triumph of television? It wasn't. This keeps me up at night. How do you get to people who don't want to learn, who don't want to have their opinions changed? That it's what's called an appeal to emotion instead of logic, and they preyed on that. And now when Benioff and Weiss are getting other shows and stuff, people go, oh, it was just the last season. Or the lie. How do we tell people the obvious lie, oh, it only got bad when they ran out of books? What did you think Season 5 was? But no, Season 6 was amazing. They put it on a pedestal. So it comes back in a circle. I know I'm asking more than one question here, but they're all related, and I'm sorry it went on for 5 minutes, but it's all one rich tapestry. How do we convince people Season 6 wasn't this triumph of television? And I've even seen polls. There was this grad student who did this as a poll at the Con of Thrones thing, that anyone who had ever read the books, even if they watched the show first, then read the books, had a lesser opinion of Season 6. This was a poll taken after Season 7. And they said people who had purely watched the show with no knowledge of the books put season 6 on par with like season 1 or season 3. That how do you convince people? And when I go, oh, you didn't like Sansa? Sansa isn't a person. It is a fictional character who I'm saying is poorly written. And that this is clear awards bait. They just wanted to make a spectacle to overawe people so they didn't pay attention to that the writing made no sense. I remember even going into that, episode 8 was probably the weakest of the season. You've covered this as well on your channel, your wonderful piss takes. That you're doing the Seven's work, Glidus. And more than I can. And reaching a wider audience of just, are we going to have to eventually, this is going to trickle up to professional journalists in Variety, Deadline, or whatever, pointing at that for a while people were afraid to call out that Joss Whedon's Justice League wasn't automatically a triumph because Joss Whedon made it. Because there's a point where people are afraid to talk about this wasn't really that good because this beloved figure did something really bad. When are people going to start saying, raging against the heavens here with our frail deeds that forked no lightning? How much can even we convince other people? And I guess the tangible thing is other channel leaders, and how do we spread that information of, at the time, Serious Analysis was gutted because book fans left in a mass exodus. Conservative ballast lost. Everyone was just talking about how brilliant it was. That this is actually a major failure, and I don't envy you. I have seen the months of preparation you've had to put in for the upcoming Battle of the Bastards piss take, because you know this is taking a shot at the king. This is the one thing, it feels like that one shot of the oneer shot, 60 seconds of following Kit Harington around in vanity shots. People sold their souls for that. That one shot was worth 4 bad seasons to them. The pandering of that. And this went from and it's not that they did it and I know it's bad. This shook my faith in people. And I'm trying here just because I don't know how, I can't stop, but how do we really reach a wider audience of pointing that out? Thankfully, I think it's at least dovetailing with that there's other shows in the series now. In the cinematic universe, we will need to have a time for reflection on this that we did not get at the time when there was a culture of silence.